Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. In an electrifying twist that has sent shockwaves through the NFL universe, rumors are swirling like wildfire that TJ Watt, the relentless defensive powerhouse, might be gearing up to don the burgundy and gold of the Washington Commanders. Imagine the scene, a star player long synonymous with the Steelers' iconic black and yellow suddenly flipping the script and joining the ranks of Washington's fierce defensive squad. This possibility has ignited endless speculation among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. Could Watt, whose name is etched in Pittsburgh lore for his sack mastery and unyielding passion, really be preparing to make a bold leap to the nation's capital? Sources close to the matter hint that contract talks have been intensifying with Washington, keen to bolster their defense with a marquee name who brings both skill and charisma to the field. This isn't just about a jersey change, it's about shifting the power dynamics within the league. Imagine Watt, once the heart of the Steelers' defensive line, now adding his explosive talents to a team hungry for dominance in a competitive division. The buzz around NFL circles suggests this move could redefine rivalries and shake up playoff predictions, especially considering the fierce competition in the NFC East. Fans are already debating how Watt's aggressive playstyle will mesh with Washington's defensive schemes, sparking conversations about potential game-changing impacts across the board. What if this signing not only strengthens Washington's defense, but also ignites a new era of intensity and excitement on the field? The idea of Watt in burgundy and gold paints a vivid picture of transformation and high-stakes drama, a narrative ripe with possibilities for a season full of surprises. As insiders continue to leak tidbits about contract details and negotiation progress, the NFL world watches with bated breath, eager to see if this sizzling rumor will materialize into one of the biggest signings of the year. Could this be the moment Washington finally grabs the spotlight, fueled by Watt's relentless pursuit of excellence and his knack for game-altering plays? The drama unfolding in the NFL offseason promises a story that fans won't soon forget. The prospect of TJ Watt switching allegiances has already sparked a frenzy of anticipation that might just reach fever pitch in the coming weeks. The potential move of TJ Watt to the Washington Commanders is not just a player transfer, it's a seismic shift that could ripple through the entire league. Consider the narrative: a player who has been the cornerstone of the Steelers' defense, famed for his relentless pressure and knack for making pivotal plays, stepping onto a new stage and bringing his brand of intensity to a team that's been hungry for a transformative figure. This rumor alone has ignited a whirlwind of discussions about how Watt's leadership and skill set might inject fresh life into Washington's defensive front, possibly making them a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. From a strategic standpoint, Watt's arrival could force teams to recalibrate their game plans when facing the Commanders, given his proven ability to disrupt offenses and create turnovers. Beyond the X's and O's, there's the emotional weight of Watt leaving Pittsburgh, a city where he became a household name and a symbol of defensive tenacity. The speculation extends beyond the field to fan reactions, jersey sales, and the marketing ripple effect of such a high-profile signing. Analysts are already pondering the ripple effects on the Steelers, who would have to adjust to life without one of their defensive anchors. Could this be a calculated risk by the Commanders, betting on Watt's hunger to prove himself anew and lead a franchise looking to recapture former glory? The buzz hints that behind the scenes, Washington's front office has been aggressive in courting Watt, offering incentives and a vision that could entice even the most loyal of players to embrace a new challenge. There's talk about how Watt's presence might inspire younger players and elevate the team's overall competitive spirit. The rumor mill suggests that negotiations have reached an advanced stage, and while nothing is set in stone, the excitement is palpable. If this deal goes through, it would mark one of the most significant free agent acquisitions in recent memory, setting off a chain reaction of moves across the league as teams respond to Washington's newfound defensive might. Fans and pundits alike are captivated by the potential storylines, from Watt's first game in burgundy and gold to the strategic chess match that follows. As the NFL landscape braces for possible upheaval, one thing is clear: TJ Watt's move to the Commanders, if it happens, would be a headline-making moment that reshapes narratives and redefines expectations for a franchise eager to reclaim its place among the league's elite. The whisperings of TJ Watt's potential switch from the Steelers to the Commanders have sparked a feverish level of intrigue that extends beyond the usual free agency chatter. Imagine the dramatic scene: a player who has carved his identity in the Steel City's blue-collar ethos now stepping into the spotlight in Washington, a city known for its passionate fan base and rich football history. This rumor carries with it the weight of a major storyline, a narrative brimming with possibility and drama. The Commanders, a team that has struggled to find consistent defensive dominance in recent years, could be on the verge of acquiring a game-changer, a player who not only excels in sacks, but also embodies relentless work ethic and leadership. The speculation suggests that Watt's decision might hinge on more than just the financial package: the promise of a pivotal role, the opportunity to lead a defense hungry for success, and the chance to redefine a franchise's identity are all factors fueling the buzz. Imagine the locker room dynamics shifting, with Watt bringing a new energy and intensity that could inspire teammates and intimidate opponents. The Steelers, meanwhile, face the challenge of moving forward without a defensive star who has been synonymous with their identity for years. The rumor also opens up questions about coaching strategies, defensive alignments, and how Watt's unique skill set could fit into Washington's schemes. Could this move be the spark that propels the Commanders into playoff contention and beyond? The excitement isn't just about one player switching teams. It's about the potential transformation of a franchise, the birth of new rivalries, and the drama that only the NFL offseason can deliver. The swirling reports hint that while discussions are ongoing and final agreements haven't been reached, the momentum behind this move is undeniable. Fans are already envisioning the highlight reels, the big hits, and the game-changing plays that Watt could bring to Washington. As the NFL community eagerly awaits confirmation, this rumor promises to dominate conversations, social media, and pundit panels, capturing imaginations and setting the stage for what could be a defining chapter in both Watt's career and the Commanders' future. Could this be the moment when TJ Watt redefines his legacy and leads Washington's defense into a new era? The anticipation is electric, and the possibilities seem endless as the NFL world holds its breath for the next big twist in this unfolding saga. Rumors have been intensifying around TJ Watt's possible departure from the Steelers to join the Washington Commanders, and the excitement around this prospect is reaching a crescendo. Watt's impact on the Steelers' defense has been nothing short of monumental, with his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks and ability to shift momentum on any given play. To imagine him slipping into the burgundy and gold, becoming the centerpiece of Washington's defense, is a tantalizing scenario for fans and analysts who thrive on NFL drama. This rumor carries implications far beyond a simple player signing. It raises questions about how the Commanders plan to reshape their defensive identity and whether Watt's presence will catalyze a cultural and competitive resurgence for the franchise. The buzz hints that Washington's front office has been actively courting Watt, painting a picture of a team eager to invest in top-tier talent and make a serious playoff push. Meanwhile, the Steelers are left to contemplate the void that Watt's potential exit would create, considering how they might adjust their defensive strategies and personnel decisions moving forward. Speculation about contract negotiations suggests that discussions are advanced, with both sides exploring terms that could satisfy Watt's aspirations and Washington's budget constraints. The allure of leading a defense in a major market with a passionate fan base might just be enough to sway Watt's decision. Fans are already envisioning game days where Watt's explosive plays become a regular feature, changing the complexion of matchups and reigniting Washington's defensive reputation. This rumor is feeding a narrative of transformation, a blockbuster move that could alter playoff landscapes and energize a franchise hungry for success. The NFL world watches intensely as each new tidbit adds layers to this unfolding drama, heightened in anticipation for what might become one of the most talked about moves in recent history. Could Watt's transition to the Commanders mark the dawn of a new powerhouse defense and redefine the trajectory of both his career and the franchise's fortunes? The buzz suggests that this possibility is far from just idle speculation. It's a scenario that feels increasingly plausible with each passing day. The NFL community is buzzing with talk of TJ Watt possibly making a high-profile switch from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Washington Commanders, a move that could drastically reshape the league's defensive landscape. Watt, known for his explosive speed, tactical acumen, and unwavering intensity, has been the backbone of the Steelers' pass rush and a constant threat to opposing quarterbacks. The prospect of him adopting the burgundy and gold colors is more than just a uniform change. It signifies a major franchise shift that could elevate Washington's defense to a new echelon. According to circulating reports, negotiations have been heating up behind the scenes, with Washington offering a lucrative contract and the promise of a leadership role that appeals to Watt's competitive spirit. The rumor also touches on a potential synergy between Watt and Washington's defensive coordinator, whose schemes could perfectly leverage Watt's strengths to wreak havoc on offenses. This potential signing raises intriguing questions about how the Commanders plan to integrate such a dominant presence and how opponents will adjust to facing one of the league's most feared defenders. From the Steelers' perspective, losing Watt would represent a significant challenge, forcing them to rethink their defensive strategies and possibly triggering a ripple effect in their roster moves. The speculation extends to fan reaction social. Media debates and the buzz on sports talk shows all highlighting the enormous impact such a move would have. Enthusiasts are already imagining the intensity Watt would bring to the field on Sundays, changing the narrative for Washington and inspiring a new era of defensive toughness. The evolving storyline captures the essence of NFL drama, the intersection of business decisions, player ambition, and the relentless pursuit of victory. As whispers turn into reports and reports edge closer to confirmation, this possible transition remains one of the most captivating tales of the offseason. Fans eagerly await the official word, knowing that Watt's potential arrival in Washington could signal a turning point for the franchise, reshaping their prospects and igniting fresh excitement in the league's competitive balance. The tantalizing prospect of TJ Watt in burgundy and gold is the kind of buzz that fuels speculation, fuels passion, and keeps the NFL conversation alive and kicking amidst the swirling rumors of TJ Watt's possible signing with the Washington Commanders. The narrative takes on the characteristics of an unfolding thriller filled with twist, stakes, and the promise of transformation. Watt, a player whose name is synonymous with elite defensive prowess, stands at the crossroads of his career, and the notion that he might leave the Steelers, a team he has defined, to embrace a new challenge in Washington sends ripples through the NFL community. This potential move is about more than just football. It embodies a shift in allegiance, identity, and ambition. Washington, a franchise eager to rise from mediocrity and reclaim a dominant position, could be on the brink of a defensive renaissance, with Watt leading the charge. Speculation suggests that contract negotiations have reached an advanced phase, with terms and conditions reflecting both Watt's stature and the Commanders' commitment to building a formidable squad. This signing would likely bring not only a boost in skill, but also a cultural overhaul, as Watt's leadership and tenacity could galvanize the locker room and influence the team's competitive mindset. Fans and commentators alike are captivated by the potential impact on Washington's defense, imagining scenarios where Watt's relentless pressure alters the course of games and playoffs. Meanwhile, the Steelers face the challenge of filling the void left by a player who has been a linchpin in their defensive strategy. The rumor also raises questions about how this signing might influence future drafts, free agency decisions, and the broader strategic direction for both teams. As reports continue to emerge, the NFL landscape appears poised for a seismic shift, with Watt's potential move acting as a catalyst for change. The drama surrounding this possible signing highlights the business side of sports intertwined with the emotional and competitive aspects that make football so compelling. Could this be the defining moment in Watt's career and the Commanders' resurgence? The anticipation and excitement continue to build, painting a vivid picture of a new, chapter in NFL history waiting to be written. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. The buzz about TJ Watt possibly trading the black and gold of Pittsburgh for the burgundy and gold of Washington has created an atmosphere thick with speculation and excitement. This rumor goes beyond just a typical player transaction. It taps into the deep emotional ties and the broader narrative of legacy and ambition. Watt, whose relentless pass rush and game-changing plays have been central to the Steelers' identity, is reportedly weighing a move that could redefine his career and the fate of two franchises. The potential shift opens a myriad of possibilities for Washington's defensive unit, which has long sought a transformative presence capable of anchoring their efforts and intimidating offenses across the league. Inside sources indicate that the Commanders are pulling out all the stops to secure Watt's signature, including a lucrative contract and a prominent leadership role that could appeal to Watt's desire to make a lasting impact. The rumor fuels debates about how Watt's skills will integrate with Washington's defensive schemes and how his presence might alter the dynamics of the NFC East. Meanwhile, the Steelers confront the prospect of rebuilding around the loss of a defensive star whose influence extended far beyond the stat sheet. Fans are abuzz with discussions about the ripple effects on jersey sales, fan loyalty, and the emotional weight of Watt's possible departure from Pittsburgh. The NFL community watches closely as the storyline unfolds, with the excitement building around every new development and insider report. The idea of Watt wearing the Commanders' colors is a tantalizing vision of change, hope, and competitive fire. As the rumor gains momentum, it underscores the volatile and thrilling nature of the NFL offseason, where fortunes can pivot on a single signing. The prospect of Watt's arrival in Washington has ignited imaginations and set the stage for what could be one of the most significant stories in recent football history. The anticipation is palpable, and the NFL world waits with bated breath for the next chapter in this compelling saga. Whispers about TJ Watt's impending move to the Washington Commanders have reached a fever pitch, fueling a frenzy of speculation and anticipation. The thought of Watt, a defensive titan who has terrorized quarterbacks in Pittsburgh, stepping onto the field in burgundy and gold is nothing short of electrifying. This potential signing represents more than just a roster upgrade. It's a bold statement of intent by the Commanders to shift their competitive trajectory. Behind the scenes, sources suggest that negotiations have been intense and promising, with Washington presenting an offer that could be too good for Watt to resist. This includes not only a hefty contract, but also assurances of a leading role within a defense that desperately needs a playmaker of Watt's caliber. The rumor highlights the strategic implications for Washington, whose defensive schemes could be revolutionized by Watt's unique blend of speed, power, and instinct. The Steelers, on the other hand, are reportedly bracing for the challenge of losing a player who has been central to their defensive identity and success. The potential departure raises questions about how Pittsburgh will adjust their approach and personnel in the coming seasons. Fans and pundits are buzzing about the ripple effects across the league, imagining how Watt's arrival might impact rivalries' playoff races and the overall balance of power. Social media platforms are ablaze with debates, memes, and passionate discussions about what this move could mean. The energy surrounding this rumor encapsulates the drama and unpredictability that make the NFL offseason so captivating. As official announcements remain, pending, the possibility of TJ Watt joining the Commanders continues to dominate headlines and spark conversations, making it one of the most thrilling storylines in the league right now. The prospect of seeing Watt in burgundy and gold promises a fresh chapter filled with excitement, challenges, and the pursuit of glory, setting the stage for what could be a landmark moment in NFL history. The speculation around TJ Watt's potential signing with the Washington Commanders has set the NFL world abuzz, creating a narrative rich with intrigue and possibility. Watt's reputation as one of the league's most dominant pass rushers and defensive leaders makes him an enticing target for a franchise looking to elevate its status. Washington's pursuit of Watt, if realized, would not only strengthen their defense, but also send a clear message to the league about their ambitions. Reports indicate that discussions are progressing, with both sides weighing the benefits of a partnership that could redefine the Commanders' defensive identity. The allure of leading a defense in a major market and the promise of being the cornerstone of a revitalized franchise are factors that could sway Watt's decision. Meanwhile, the Steelers face the daunting prospect of replacing a player who has been integral to their defensive success. The rumor has ignited passionate debates among fans, analysts, and former players, each weighing in on the potential impact of Watt's move. Social media buzz, sports podcasts, and TV panels are flooded with theories and predictions, highlighting the enormous interest this rumor has generated. The possible transition raises questions about how Watt's unique skill set will be integrated into Washington's defensive schemes and what this means for the team's overall strategy. Beyond the tactical implications, there's a human story about ambition, loyalty, and the pursuit of greatness. The NFL offseason has always been fertile ground for drama and surprises, and this rumor fits perfectly into that tradition. As anticipation builds, the potential signing of TJ Watt by the Commanders promises to be a defining moment, reshaping narratives and inspiring hope among fans hungry for success. The buzz continues to grow, and all eyes remain fixed on the unfolding saga, waiting for confirmation that could change the course of a franchise's history and a player's legacy. The notion that TJ Watt could trade the black and yellow for burgundy and gold has injected an intense dose of drama into the NFL offseason chatter, stirring emotions and sparking endless speculation. Watt's dominant presence on the Steelers' defense has made him a household name, and the thought of him embracing a new challenge with the Washington Commanders resonates deeply with fans craving a shakeup. This rumor isn't just about one player switching teams, it's a potential pivot point in the league's competitive landscape. Washington, eager to ascend the ranks and reclaim past glory, appears ready to invest heavily in acquiring a player who can change the course of games with a single play. Behind the scenes, sources suggest the Commanders have been aggressively pursuing Watt, offering not only a lucrative contract, but also the opportunity to be the defensive focal point and a leader in the locker room. The speculation raises fascinating questions about how Watt's arrival would impact Washington's defensive schemes, how opponents might adapt, and how this signing could alter the balance of power in the NFC East. Meanwhile, the Steelers face the challenge of moving forward without a defensive cornerstone whose energy and impact have been foundational. Fans are caught up in the emotional whirlwind, imagining Watt's first game in burgundy and gold and debating the potential fallout for both franchises. The narrative is rich with themes of loyalty, ambition, and transformation, capturing the essence of NFL drama. As reports emerge and discussions intensify, this rumor remains one of the most captivating stories of the offseason. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders. News you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.